Message to the 144. Moving forward, we need to move in solidarity. We need to move as one being. We have to put our egos aside because this movement is way too sacred to let our ego mind identities fuck it up. We also must have compassion and honor each other's humanity, right? And we also have to have compassion for each other's blind spots. No matter how awakened some of us are, we all have blind spots. We all have more shadow work to do and more things to uncover about ourselves. So we want to have compassion for each other's blind spots and have compassion for each other's humanity. Again, our mission is way too important for us to allow our ego mind identities to take the wheel. We're going to have plenty of opposition from the left polarity, from the unconscious collective. And so we don't need to add more to that by fighting amongst each other. Now, that doesn't mean we shouldn't call each other out on our bullshit, right? That's important. So go with your intuition, right? Sometimes it's important to check people, and then sometimes it's important to pull back, right? Sometimes in my videos I'm really stern, and then sometimes in my videos I pull back, right? And so this is an intuitive process. So you want to make sure your heart is open as much as possible and that you're connected to your intuition, because that's your higher mind. So it's an intuitive process, right? So again, we're one being. We're one being. And so we need to learn to move as one being, starting with each other, right? So we want to support each other. We don't want to get into the competition, the egoic competition. We want to support each other. Because we have a mission that's bigger than any one ego. Right? And again, we have to have compassion for each other's humanity, because although our true identity is infinite awareness, the I am, divine fractals of God, we are also humans living in the 3D. So we want to honor all these aspects of ourselves, right? And we all have different issues. Each one of our characters has different issues. One person's issue may be anger, right? Another person's issues may be jealousy. Another person's issues may be insecurities or all the above, whatever. So we do want to have a bit of compassion for each other and honor where we're all at, right? Not everybody is going to be as conscious as you, right? I was at work the other day and a person didn't have a certain amount of patience, and it was like, it caught me off guard. And at first my ego was like what the fuck, like, and then I had to like remember, like, Coleman, not everybody sees reality like you see it. Have compassion for that person. Remember when you were there, or even more unconscious than them, right? So sometimes we can get really conscious, and then when people act low frequency, we can lack compassion for them because we forget what it's like. It's easy for us to forget what it's like. And so we always want to have compassion for people with blind spots or people moving low frequency or low conscious, right? Because that's a huge part of oneness in Christ consciousness, because it's you, right? They're you. So you want to have a certain amount of compassion for your other selves and not disregard their humanity because you know the higher truths, right? Because when you have compassion for them, you're having compassion for yourself, right? And so this is extremely important. This isn't the video that my ego wanted to make, but this is the video that I felt was necessary, right? So let's move in solidarity. Let's move in truth. Let's move in love. And let's not let our egos completely take the wheel, right? This is a challenging journey because it's not easy to hold all these truths and balance that with the ego, right? We have a lot of power as the 144, and we have to move with integrity. We have to understand that on this journey, if we want to create heaven on earth in a better reality, integrity is of the utmost importance. And I know this is challenging. This is challenging, but you're built for it. All right. Much love, y'all. Peace out.